Hello, beautiful. Offer yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. So, something was coming through when I shared this in my previous love letter, depending on when I'm posting this, was this phrase, practice without a destination. And this was really coming through because I was noticing in my own processes that I was desiring this level of homeostasis within myself, especially as I was feeling heaviness or blockages or a desire to be somewhere that I just wasn't at the time. And this just reminded me, as I was going through my practices and offering myself everything that I could in that moment, how I was really holding this expectation, seeing that these specific practices were offering me something or a place to get to. A part of me, I feel like this ego part, this identity, wants me to feel a certain way every single day, or every single time that I show up here to film a video or show up to hold space. There's always a certain level of beingness that I want to uphold, which, you know, on some level sounds wonderful. On others, it doesn't necessarily allow this wholeness to be in the light of pure unconditional love, right? It's saying that all of these other states, this stagnation or these blocked areas and energies within me are not worthy. So this is an invitation to look at our practices, whether it's our movement practices, our yoga, our meditation, breath work, whatever it is for you. Notice, do you have a specific expectation or destination that you're trying to get to when you are practicing? Has it become ritualistic for you? Do you find that you utilize these to treat or medicate a specific symptom? Are you allowing yourself to let the process of your emotions and the energies that you are experiencing to be experienced and witnessed and lived? A lot of the time, the heaviness or the things that we avoid are said to be the shadow. And the shadow is the essence of truth within us. What it is that we may not be wanting to see. And this is something humanity has done for quite some time. Noticing that the light was more readily available for life and opportunity than the darkness, than the womb, than the dark goddess, than this aspect of self that seemed destructive and not loving or caring in the way that humanity thought it needed to be in the times that they needed it, that it only caused suffering and pain. So this is the truth within us, the part of us that we are not allowing to be remembered and reclaimed within us. As a collective, we're healing our relationship with the mother. Not just Mother Earth, yes, Mother Earth, but the aspects of the mother that holds the darkness, the womb, the shadow within us, the fear, the death, the destruction, the rebirth, the fire. So as we are approaching what may feel like that within our being, maybe not to that extent. Perhaps it's a physical sensation or an emotion that you're not comfortable sitting in for a while, or you feel you have specific opportunities or responsibilities that you need to get to and be a certain way, show up in a certain way. Wonderful. It's wonderful as, the human to want to show up in a certain way. However, once again, it's not allowing that part of us to feel the love that is within us, this medicine that we hold, this ability to experience as consciousness, this sensational experience. So rather than utilizing these practices to move out of these states of being, can you utilize these practices to be places of love, of offering, of space holding for yourself? And this takes practice. This is why we call it a practice. But instead of seeing your breathwork practice as a place to just regulate, can you see it as a point of gratitude, for every single breath? Can you be present with each breath? Can you practice that presence with each breath? In your movement, without needing to shake off energy or feel completely different after it. Can you simply allow yourself to follow the flow, the intuition, the wisdom of your body, of your energy, where it's taking you? And for those of us that live in a more fast-paced world, where we feel like we always need to be showing up and being somebody, doing something, being productive, not having enough space and time to slow down, this may feel like a struggle. And as someone that is very masculine in that sense as well, more of this wounded masculine for quite some time, burning myself out doing these things and not necessarily offering myself the full space to be held and accepted and welcomed in all of my states of being. From that space, it requires us to slow down. It requires us to maybe take a bit more time than we would like it to. So recognizing that, recognizing the thoughts and emotions that arise, and what are you going to do with those thoughts and emotions or their complaints that arise as we are feeling states of being that we don't necessarily want to feel or don't feel comfortable feeling, or feel like we're not going to be loved or worthy in feeling them. What are you going to offer those thoughts and beliefs? What are you going to offer your body? What are you going to offer besides just your practice to move out of it? What are you going to offer yourself? And for me, offering myself presence and these rants of gratitude, really speaking aloud to myself, just continuing this flow of consciousness to really be here and not just convince myself otherwise, but offer myself truth in that moment. Offer the ego or my identity, Ariana, this truth to say that, okay, yeah, I don't want to feel this way. So in these moments of practice, rather than pushing it aside, continuing to suppress, which sometimes happens when we have a destination, and perhaps we don't necessarily get there, we eventually feel defeated, or, we just let it be. Why don't we start with that gratitude? Why don't we start with welcoming what we are experiencing, recognizing the physical sensations that come with it, without it needing to attach to any story. Oftentimes in our processing, some of us may be able to get to that root. Wonderful. Be there. Speak aloud to yourself. Have that conversation with your being at that time. Offer yourself a chance to accept and welcome what you are experiencing, so that the energy can move, so that it doesn't continue to sit deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into this well of darkness that we are avoiding. So, yeah, an invitation, a divine reminder perhaps, to practice without a destination, to start to welcome what we are feeling, to recognize that we can still exist and live as our identities in this space, and without putting conditions over how we need to show up. Why don't we release those conditions and offer ourselves the pure love, especially for those of you really on this path of the heart. In these moments that we are feeling less than, those are the moments that we get to welcome and accept ourselves, to allow all aspects to feel that medicine, to feel the medicine of feeling whole, what we naturally are. So if this resonated with you, comment down below, like this video. Love to talk more about this, as I feel like it can be very nuanced and there's many different ways to explore this. But at the end of the day, this isn't about not really getting to the roots. It's not about not taking action or anything like that. This is about getting to the roots and taking action, or allowing it to be in flow from a space of pure unconditional love, not from a space of conditions, not from a space of needing to be anything other than what you are right now. Accepting and welcoming your existence, your energy here and now, and from that space moving forward, from that space of gratitude. May it expand every action and meet every thought. Deep breaths. I love y'all. Recognize that you are totally worthy of feeling what it is that you are feeling, and this doesn't mean that, it makes a lot of other things very acceptable, like in ways that we may treat people that are unhealthy. And that's your own judgment. But yeah, just the invitation to really come home to yourself in those moments, rather than trying to reach some past version of you or some future version of you. Be here and present with yourself, and also continue to grow, continue to strive. And can we do that from a space of unconditional love for ourselves? Can we begin to embody what that is in every moment that we experience a thought or an uneasy, uncomfortable feeling within, or that we are met with our shadow, the truth within us? Thank you. See ya in another video.